Hey, it's Susan. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks for joining me. I am just stitching up a bunch of paper ruffles, so I thought I would just turn on the machine and say hello to people while I was getting these things stitched up. I did a make-ahead on one of these not too long ago and had a bunch of these papers ready to go. Made the make-ahead super short. Hopefully you can hear me okay over the sewing machine. You guys have told me in the past it didn't matter. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Last little bit. I think these will probably end up going in my little flow journals. I don't tend to use a lot of these in mine, but I had a whole bunch of these strips left over. I've been, going through my scrap box trying to clean things out. This is some really old wrapping paper. And so as I'm mass making whatever I can from these leftover scraps, they're all just going to go into these flow books. I have no idea why I paused to backstitch there. Yeah, that one just came unruffled. And you know what? We are not going to worry about it. This is not a race for perfection. This is just getting things done, using up scraps, getting things off our desk, because boy, do I hate having all those things all over my desk. Is there something else that I'm looking to see if I have any more little pieces that make this longer, but I'm not going to worry about it. Short ruffles, there's nothing wrong with short ruffles, right? Short ruffles can be a cute little add-on to something. I hope. I hope I'm not doing all of this for nothing. But, we just keep going on. Hope everybody is having a good day. It's kind of gloomy outside at our place. We're supposed to have rain. Haven't seen it yet, but I think it's coming. There's a little bit of book page. I tend to pre-fold mine sometimes because I stumble at the ruffling in as I sew bit. Lack of confidence. Almost everything I struggle with comes back to a lack of confidence. Okay, I would probably be more inclined to use the book page ones. I like those. And it looks like I pre-ruffled a piece of dictionary. This is really wide, but that's okay. Or I could tear it and then join it, and then I would have one that's slightly longer. I like that idea. All right, I'm going to start like that because this is really short. A wonky ruffle, but that's okay. That is okay. Okay, that's a little longer. That's a little more useful. I like that. All right, what else we have in here? We've got a lot more of these. Let's see if we can get all these done. Would be really awesome. I would love that. We could change to, should probably put my hair up. One of the hassles of having long hair, besides it getting knotted quite easily, is I'm always afraid I'm going to sew over it. If I had my sewing machine down on my lower shelf where I normally sew, but if I put it down on the shelf where I normally sew, you wouldn't be able to see me. It's one of those things that when you watch somebody else doing it on camera, you're like, wow, look at how gracefully they do that. I feel like I'm all thumbs, but the end result is what matters, not how we get there, right? So yeah, my husband's taking advantage of the fact that the sun is not shining. It's a good time to be pulling some weeds outside. But I think he's going to get the weed whacker out, so Zoe is stuck in the house with me, and she is not amused. She would much rather be outside. if I like the zigzag as much. I think I actually like the straight stitch better. Okay, these are short and skinny, so let's see what we can do here. Join these together. I think what helps with this wrapping paper, it's kind of slick, so it slides almost like material would as you're making a ruffle. Ooh, butterfly ones and dragonfly ones. Maybe I'll try some of those in a botanical journal. Like I said, I don't use them a lot. I like the looks of them when I see them in somebody else's. It's just for some reason it isn't something I reach for automatically, and I'm not quite sure why. A kind of wonky bit as I try and well, that idea did not quite work. Let's see if we can slide it under there. We'll have a little mess in the middle. It's okay, right? We are not striving for perfection. It's okay. Just get them wrinkled up here. And that one just flattened out. Get in there. Come on, just a little more. Get in there. Or not. I'm not going to spend a lot of time worrying about these. It's okay. It is okay. I do like them a little longer though. All right, these guys go together. Let's see. So I'm trying to get to the point where I can actually start putting those journals together. Not that I'm sure that anybody wants to be buying stuff to be shipped right now, but maybe they do. I should probably just get the first maybe 10 done, even if they're just sitting waiting until it's okay to send things out in the mail again. Alright, let's see. Can I get this in there? It's sort of ruffling. There we go. The join is the hardest part for me. Now I should do the same thing with all my scraps of fabric. I tell you guys, the fabric closet is scary. I tried to open it just to find something that I actually needed to sew with yesterday, and stuff just came tumbling off the shelves, so I've got to use it or get rid of it or something, because wow, there is, I mean, I'm fortunate to have so much, but it's way too much. Way too much. All right, let's see what else we can join these two guys here. Oh, dragonflies. Yeah, this was some great wrapping paper. It's going wonky, and I'm trying to be okay with it. This is why I started trying to fold it ahead of time. Let's see. That might be my best join yet, if it works. I know those of you that do this a whole lot are probably looking at me going, what the heck? Why are you stressing over this? I'm not stressing, it's just, you know, some things are just harder to do on camera for me. And this would be one of them, evidently. The other thing you probably won't see me do a lot of is sewing multiple signatures in. You know, I'll do a single signature into something, but I get so nervous when I'm trying to get 3 signatures into a journal and have them not get all messed up. We're going to have a bunch of little short ones. It's okay, they'll be good on pockets or tags. People always seem to find uses for somebody else's stuff. You know, it's like we get somebody else is cleaning out things that they were going to send to the recycling, and we get all excited because it's stuff that we can use and they can't see it. And probably if we did the same thing, we cleaned out our closets and they'd be going, whoa, that's so awesome, I want that, I can use that. At least that's the way I'm choosing to think about it today. So after I finish this, I've got some experiments drying, and I don't know whether I'm going to do maybe some fabric paper or maybe my take on some faux handmade paper. Kind of trying to get drying projects done so that they can dry overnight, and then juggling when I can do videos, since my husband's working from home all the time and most of his meetings are pretty vocal in our little house. Voices carry, as the song says. And if I hadn't turned the video on, I probably would not have finished all of these, and then these scraps would just sit there getting in my way. And I'm really trying to empty my tubs of all these things. Okay, are these done? This one is long enough to join. If I can just tear this. Let's see. So one side's torn, one side's not. It's okay, right? It's all okay. It's all good. I'm just going to see if I can, no, I can't seem to ruffle ahead very well on this. Oh, every once in a while there's one that just does not like me. And that's when I started doing this ahead of time. The folding part ahead of time. Oh well. Now, since I have the other half of this, let's see if we can go ahead and do a nice join. The colors on this are really pretty. Definitely looks like a garden. I don't remember where. Oh, I actually remember even the store I got this at. In Pacific Grove, I remember. This is some of the William Morris wallpaper, or wrapping paper. Yeah, when it's slippery like this, it really slides up nice. So let me know in the comments, are you somebody that likes to use ruffles in your journals or not? Curious. Do you use paper ruffles? Do you use fabric ruffles? Do you use both kind of ruffles? Still have more left. Still have more. But wait, there's more. I don't know if I really need to back stitch. Probably not, since this stuff is going to be glued down, but there are some lessons from high school home ec class that stick in me, and I guess that's one. I also need to do some Franken paper, I think. Let's see if we can get that one in there. I think they're the same ones. If not, it's okay, right? The colors are close enough. Yeah, this is really, really pretty wrapping paper. Let's see. Oh, I wasn't sure how long I'd been sewing. Let's see, Anything else there matches? All right, maybe some short ones. What would be your favorite way to use a ruffle? I think I would probably, the ones that I would use would probably be as tabs. You know, even if they were folded over like that, yeah, I think I would probably use them as tabs for me. Oh, I didn't backstitch. Rebel. What a rebel. Ah. See, and the sewing machine is talking back to me and saying you didn't do what you were supposed to. I'm going to tell Mrs. Armstrong. It's hard to talk and sew at the same time, isn't it? I haven't done a lot of that. Alright, let's see what else we have. We have much left. We have, oh, here's another piece. It's a long one. Ah, this will be good. I can say another thing is D for done. This is not quite as slickery, so it doesn't want to slide up. Again, this is not something I anticipate doing a lot of. I'm just looking for another way to use up scraps. And the Franken paper will be these narrow scraps especially. And the Franken paper will be another way of doing it. Really just trying to use up all the papers that I have that are, you know, scrapbook paper or gift wrap or things like this that are copyrighted, because I can't use them in things that I'm going to scan and digitize and put in the shop. If you're watching this in 2020, there is a sale going on in the shop right now. It came unfolded. Let's see. Back up. Can this ruffle be saved? We shall see. And it can. Woohoo! Doesn't take much to make me happy. And then we did it again. All right, let's see here. Let's get ahead of the game. There we go. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Looking in the garden, watching the dog play, listening to my husband laugh. He's got the most marvelous laugh. And we got that. What else have we got in here? That's too little. This one. I'm just going to make little ones. I'm not going to worry about trying to join them. We'll just make some more little ones, see what we get. So let me know down in the comments what you are working on lately. Are you making ephemera? Are you working on a journal project? Are you doing some mixed media? Are you doing any stress baking? We're doing a lot of that around here too. I'm not sure, but I think my husband is making a quiche for dinner, which means we have that for a couple nights. Definitely looking forward to that. Because yeah, I'm one of those lucky gals whose husband does most of the cooking. Because he's much better at it than I am. I don't mind doing the cleanup. actually folding just like it should. Look at that. Every once in a while. Is it they say even a blind squirrel can find a nut once in a while? Alright, I think I'm almost to the end of these little guys. 2 more maybe. So yeah, after I finish this, maybe I will watch a couple videos and then, I don't know, maybe fabric paper. Just because we're going to have the fire going, so it keeps the house warm. It's a good way for everything to dry. Oh, look at that. And one more. Almost there. Almost. Thanks for hanging with me while I do this. I'm trying to remember to turn the TV on, or the videotape on. Camcorder on, you know what I mean, the recorder, the film. I'm trying to start filming more when I sit down just to work. Okay, let's see what we have here. We've got all kinds of little ruffles, pretty ruffles. I think I'm not even going to cut the threads off. I think I'm going to leave them and just put them in with the ephemera that's going to go in the flow books. Look at that. Well, I hope you will have a productive, creative rest of your day, and I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to play with next. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.